Take the Richard L. Bean Centre in Knoxville. It's known to lock kids alone in a cell more than any other facilities in their state. And here's its head and namesake, Richard Bean, laying out his general philosophy when it comes to juvenile detention.
And used to, we paddled kids. 1986, we stopped when the state ruled you couldn't. And had a lot of problems since then. We didn't have any problems when they thought I'd about half crazy. I'd whip 6 or 8 a year. And it run pretty smooth. What we do is treat everybody like they're in here for murder. And you don't have any problems if you do that.
You know what? I do have a problem, actually. And it's not just that your name is Dick Bean or that you have a literal kid jail named after you. It's not even that you smack your lips like you're recording ASMR for sociopaths. It's that you should not treat every child in your care like a murderer. And for the record, most of the kids in Dick Bean's facility are not yet convicted of anything. Most have only been charged with a crime and are awaiting court dates, and yet kids have been put in solitary there for things like talking back and forgetting to bring their books to class. But when local news spoke to the centre's board chairman, he saw nothing wrong with what they were doing.
It's not like we're putting them in a cage somewhere. They're in their normal bedroom. It's their bedroom. This is the solitary confinement. It's just go to your room.
What are you laughing at there, you deeply weird man? The only way that playful giggle makes any sense is if, just out of frame, a Keebler elf was tickling his balls with a feather. Tennessee's Department of Children's Services has been documenting the improper use of seclusion at the Bean Centre for years, and yet they've continued to approve their licence to operate. And while Richard Bean himself is finally retiring later this year in the wake of yet another scandal at the facility, he's doing so at age 84, and not only will the facility stay open, this devilled egg is still the head of the board there. And that is the thing here. Nothing I've brought up tonight is new information. We've known about abuse in juvenile confinement facilities for decades. And it's worth remembering that if public safety is your priority, locking kids up by the hundreds of thousands just isn't the answer to that. Detention actually increases the likelihood that youth will be arrested and punished later on. One study in Washington State found that every additional day spent in detention increased the odds of felony recidivism by 1 percentage point. Meaning that locking kids up over the long run makes no fucking sense.